What if I told you that one club has won the Europa League more times than Barcelona has won the Champions League in the last decade, or that there's a player who scored 30 goals in just 31 Europa League games? Welcome back to Data Focus Official, where we dive deep into the numbers that tell the real story. Today we're exposing the hidden statistics behind Europe's most underrated competition. Let's start with dominance. When we talk about European success, everyone mentions Real Madrid's Champions League record. But there's another Spanish giant that's been quietly building an empire. Sevilla FC has won the UEFA Europa League a record 7 times. That's more than any other club in history. But here's the kicker. They didn't just win it 7 times. They became the first and only team to win it 3 consecutive years from 2014 to 2016. Since the competition was rebranded in 2009, Spanish clubs have absolutely dominated this tournament, and Sevilla is the crown jewel of that dominance. Now let's talk about a scoring record that will blow your mind. Between 2010 and 2012, there was a striker who was absolutely unstoppable in this competition. Radamel Falcao scored an astonishing 30 goals in just 31 UEFA Europa League appearances. That's nearly a goal per game. He powered both Porto and Atletico Madrid to back-to-back titles during this period. To put this in perspective, that's a better goals per game ratio than most strikers manage in their domestic leagues, yet this incredible feat often gets overshadowed when we discuss Falcao's career. The Europa League was where El Tigre truly showed his claws. While everyone talks about Champions League legends, there's a player who's quietly become the king of Europa League appearances. Dries Mertens holds the record for most appearances in the UEFA Europa League era, with 70 games across multiple clubs. That's testament to incredible longevity and consistency at the highest European level. While he may not get the same recognition as Champions League icons, Mertens has been a constant presence in European competition for over a decade. 70 appearances is a massive achievement that deserves more spotlight. Here's where it gets really interesting from a financial perspective. We always assume that winning a major European trophy brings massive financial rewards, right? Well, let's look at the numbers. A full Europa League triumph nets just 21.3 million euros in prize money. Now here's the shocking part. That barely matches what most clubs earn for merely completing the Champions League group stage. Think about that for a second. You can spend an entire season, play potentially 15 matches, beat some of Europe's best teams, lift a major trophy, and earn the same as a team that loses all 6 Champions League group stage matches. That's the harsh financial reality of European football's hierarchy. But the financial disparities go even deeper than prize money. Let's expose how UEFA's revenue distribution actually works. UEFA allocates 40% of the Europa League's TV market pool based on commercial value. What does this mean in practice? It means smaller associations like Latvia's RFS receive fractions of what English or Spanish clubs get, despite equal on-pitch effort. A Latvian team could have the tournament of their lives and still earn less than a Premier League team that gets knocked out in the first round. This exposes the deep-seated inequalities in global football funding that no one talks about. Equal effort, unequal rewards. Finally, let's dig into a piece of history that's primed for viral revival. Picture this. It's 1980, and something unprecedented happens in European competition. All 4 UEFA Cup semi-finalists came from the same country, West Germany's Bundesliga. This is the only time in UEFA competition history that one country completely monopolized the semi-final stage. This buried historical quirk from the pre-Europa era puts modern debates about league dominance into perspective. We complain about Premier League or La Liga dominance today, but in 1980, the Bundesliga literally owned an entire tournament's Final Four. So there you have it, the Europa League through the lens of data. From Sevilla's unprecedented dominance to Falcao's goal-scoring mastery, from financial inequalities to historical anomalies, this competition has stories that rival any in European football. The numbers don't lie, and often they reveal truths that conventional wisdom misses. What surprised you most about these Europa League statistics? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to Data Focus Official for more deep dives into the numbers behind the beautiful game. Next week, we're breaking down the most misleading transfer market statistics of 2024. Until then, keep questioning what you think you know about football.